Congress finally passing a second relief package 9 months after President Trump signed the CARES Act back in late March. Now, the stimulus will send $600 direct cash payments to millions. It will boost federal unemployment benefits, extend eviction moratoriums to renters, and allocate $325 billion to small businesses ravaged by the pandemic. Now, that relief bill was tied to a separate omnibus spending package, one chock full of pork spending and measures that have little to do with funding the government. Things like $10 million for gender programs in Pakistan, $26 million for the Kennedy Center, funding to investigate the 1908 Springfield race riot, a committee to regulate steroids in horse racing, and so much more. Republicans calling out Nancy Pelosi and Democrats for throwing in dozens of provisions with little time to read either bill. Jesse, I would point out the 12 appropriations bills have actually been available for members to read for quite a while. If they don't take them up on that, and that they don't do that, but I mean, there are still a lot of things in there that are curious. For example, why is it that the Kennedy Center always gets a huge chunk of money every single time we pass one of these bills? What's going on over there?
I think it's because it's named the Kennedy Center, and everybody in Washington loves to put on a ball gown and go drink champagne and listen to an orchestra. But I'm really upset about the $10 million to study gender in Pakistan, Dana. Well, I studied it this afternoon, and guess what I found out? You're allowed up to 4 wives if you're a Pakistani male. Do I get $10 million now? Because that seems like kind of an issue with regards to gender. I have a feeling next year the Pakistani generals are going to be telling the Americans, hey, guys, I'm still a little bit misogynistic over here. You're going to have to up it to maybe $15 or $20 million. I mean, this is just a ruse. To think about
I think
that
a lot of it does go to domestic
buy
violence there, and female genital mutilation.
I
mean, that's one of the things
women are getting the money, Dana. It's getting laundered through the generals.
I think there are programs.
That's how it goes down.
Okay.
It's not. Listen, I don't think tomorrow you're going to see a female prime minister in Pakistan as a result of this money.
It's not what it's for.
This is terrible money spent. And they actually, Dana, they actually hid bin Laden there in that country for about a decade. So I wouldn't be giving them a lot of money. Also, $200 million to buy cars for people that work in HIV. How about a moped? I mean, with that kind of money, you can buy everybody a Lamborghini. Or what, $45 million to study the weather in Tibet? It's windy. When does the check clear? I mean, this is an egregious abuse of power. It debases the value of a dollar. Dana, if you're like a billionaire and you buy your son or daughter a Rolls Royce for Christmas and he says, hey, next year, Dad, could I get a helicopter? No. Maybe buy him a $5 slingshot. He'll have fun in the woods all winter. That's money well spent. This is ridiculous, especially when Nancy said the $1,000 checks to workers from the Trump tax cut was crumbs. Well, this is $400 less, and she wants a pat in the back.
Just to clarify, I'm not saying that the Pakistan girl money is exactly a valuable program that we should continue. I was just trying to make the point that it wasn't just about gender, that there are problems for girls there, and that national security ties are played into it. But you know what? Look, far be it from me to have to explain it. Whoever wanted this program in the appropriations bill, they should get out there and explain it so that I don't have to. Tyrus, let's give you the final word.
Well, you know what? There were some other winners. I myself got a chance to breathe a huge sigh of relief because, they're repealing unenforced crimes. And, now I can use things like Smokey the Bear, Woods of the Owl, the Golden Eagle, and I can use the Swiss flag in my yard when I do my thing. So I'm no longer going to get arrested for, having Smokey the Bear pictures in my weightlifting stuff. So, I mean, that's the good thing. But it is a lot of ridiculousness, $35 billion for museums. I love museums, but if I'm social distancing and I don't have money to take the kids anywhere, I can't go to the museums anyway. So this was a gross misappropriation of funds, and it wasn't enough time, and it's sad because it was supposed to help the American people. Can we have a bill that just helps the American people, and we'll sort the other stuff out later on, although I am happy to say that I can say Smokey the Bear now whenever I want and won't get in trouble.